Robert, congrats, man. Holy cow, dude. That was kind of crazy, huh?
Yeah, thank you very much. It was a good fight.
I'd say it was a good fight. It got you another $50,000, which is pretty nice, right?
Definitely, every cent that I can give back to my training staff and provide my family for is always good.
He had a couple moments in the fight where he did some good things, but you were dominant from start to finish. Did you expect the fight to go that way, where you just really controlled things throughout?
Expect's not the word. It's I prepared for the fight to be that way. I've been training countless hours, in the gym, out of the gym for this fight, and we went through all the situations and scenarios that could possibly happen, and we drilled them, and this was a scenario that that arose, and I had been working that, and I executed a game plan.
When you hurt him, do you remember the first time that you hurt him in the fight, and did you feel anything kind of go out of him at that point? Could you feel that in the fight?
I think it might be a fighter thing, or maybe it's part of who I am, but I know when I've hurt my opponent, and when I know I've hurt my opponent, I know how to keep hurting my opponent. I know how to use that to my advantage, and I did that.
Did you feel overlooked at all? I mean, I think if you look at the betting numbers, he was like a 3-1 favorite or something like that. So that would seem to say that the odds makers were overlooking you, even if some of the fans might not have been. But did you feel that going into the fight, and did that put any kind of a chip on your shoulder?
Not at all. The odd makers don't know who I am. I live in Australia. I train out of there. I stay down there. I'm so far away from everywhere else. But I don't think Jacare overlooked me either. He's a veteran of the sport. All props to him, and he would have taken me seriously from day dot. And but it just is how it went.
Obviously, you mentioned in the cage afterwards that you'd be interested in a fight with Michael Bisping. That's probably not in the cards immediately. What kind of plans do you have then in terms of getting to a title shot? I mean, do you take 2-3 fights, whatever it takes, in the meantime before that title picture clears up, or do you sit back and chill?
That's the discussion I have with my corners and stuff. But I'm on my title run. I'm on my run. I want that belt. Bisping owed me a fight. If he's tied up or if he loses it or whatever, I want that belt. Wherever it goes, I want it.
Robert, obviously nice to show out for the Australians as well. What does it mean to you to come out here and do that for your countrymen?
It's why I do the sport, man. It's why I rise above and beyond. To be able to come out on the world stage with some of the top best fighters in the world, and to be able to do that for with a country behind me, to representing Australia and New Zealand, it's unbelievable. It's the highest honour and privilege.
Robert, at one point, Jacare took you down and took you back briefly. What was going through your mind right then? And then when you were able to escape, how much did it help your confidence? I
don't know if it helped my confidence in the match per se. I had been working countless hours, with Alex Parates and Hugo Nunez. They've been drilling me in the worst situations, and I knew to stay calm, collected. He has to keep me there, and I know how to wrestle, I know how to grapple, and I just got to get back up.
Luke Rockhold has offered to face you at July at UFC 213. Is this something you'd be interested and ready for?
It's news to me. You told me.
Well, I'm telling you, he tweeted it out to Arawani, and so I'm passing the information along.
It's cool, but it's too fresh. I got to get back home to my kids. I got to see my wife. Yeah, let me see my family first. You know what I mean? It's a bit rushed. It's too much to process at once.